Roberti from advancing toward the retreating officer with a kitchen knife.
A 22-year-old man who was experiencing a mental crisis was shot by NYPD officers in Queens a week ago yesterday. Police say the man lunged at the officers with a knife and then refused to drop it.
The mayor says he's now visited the wounded man and his family, and the mayor now promising to release police body camera video to...
They shooting all kinds of people these days. This is what Martin Luther King fought for, I think. I'm not sure, allegedly. He's a Sri Lankan. They just shot a Sri Lankan? I'm gonna shut up. I just saw him in Narcos.
A mental episode.
Anthony Carlo with the video and what the mayor is saying.
How you doing?
Are you called?
You called?
Yes.
Body-worn camera depicts NYPD officers being let into the home after the young man's parents called 911 about their son being in emotional distress.
Whoa.
What begins as a standard response takes a turbulent turn as soon as the young man sees the police.
Baba, no!
Hey, put the knife down! Put the knife down! Put the knife down!
A family member tries to stop Jabez Chakraborty from advancing toward the retreating officer.
Why would you do
with
that?
A kitchen knife.
Put the knife down!
Wow. He was clearly tripping, though. But what do? He got it in his hand. Honestly, I probably would have tried to throw the door in the way or something like that, but you can't do that. You drop your gun. Wow, that's crazy, yo.
A family member tries to stop Jabez Chakraborty from advancing toward the retreating officer with a kitchen knife.
Whoa. And to be, no judgment, I feel like mama ain't trying hard enough. She got like a little bit of an arm on him, but I don't know. Come on, man. You see what he about to do. He heading to him. You should be tripping him up. Show some athleticism, lady. Let's come on, man. Use your legs.
Baba, no!
Hey, put the knife down! Put the knife down!
Lay on that.
A family member tries to
But then
stop
I guess
Jabez
she was like, this thing might stab me. You don't know what he gonna do.
Chakraborty from advancing toward the retreating officer with a kitchen knife.
Put the knife down! Put the knife down!
Oh, he did close the door on him. Okay, so he had the wherewithal. Because that's what I was thinking. Maybe, you know what I'm saying, one hand, he moving kind of crazy, this dude crazy.
We briefly paused the video here to avoid showing the young man being shot.
The armed male was able to push through the closed door and continue to advance toward the officers with the kitchen knife in hand. At this point, officers discharged their weapon at the armed male.
Drop the knife!
This is the kitchen knife police say the 22-year-old was armed with on the morning of January 26th. But as Mayor Mamdani pointed out today, the encounter is more complex than what's on video.
Jabez has lived with schizophrenia for many years, and this situation underscores just how urgently we need a different and more effective mental health response system that will be safer for New Yorkers who...
But what do you do with somebody with schizophrenia, yo? That's crazy. Should they have had the tasers out? Maybe tased them? But them I seen a couple we used to do body cams all the time. I saw body cams where people have defeated the taser, like out crazy to take, like they be sizzling them, they be zzz, and the nigga just I've seen it. That's a tough situation, man. And the cop like, look, I'm trying to go home tonight.
With mental health concerns for their families and for police officers.
Wait a minute. Now, I'm all for listening to politicians push propaganda. We've been watching it and listening to it since the beginning of time, especially with regard to gun control. Anytime that a shooting happens, anything that happens in society, they take that as an opportunity to advocate and push for bills that would then benefit the lobbyists that support them and donate to their campaigns. But if this is not the most clean police shooting that I've ever seen in my entire life, I don't think that there's anybody on the left or on the right that would disagree with the police officer's actions. He didn't enter without any kind of permission or, you know what I'm saying? Like, everything is just straight up by the book.
All right, nigga, you ain't gotta be so cold about it. But it's the truth. It's like, what do? You got a half a second. I was sitting there like, damn, what do I do? It ain't no time to do all that when it's actually going down. How do I wonder. Like, he coming at you, he got a knife. A real life knife. Sharp. Shit had a curve in it. It was a home in the house. Crocodile Dundee. That's not a knife. He had a knife. He came at a nigga with a knife. That's a knife. And it's already bloody. What was he stabbing already?
Cannot get a more direct, clean situation. And this guy is one of the reasons why we advocate against liberals, socialism. He's thinking that a social worker should have showed up and tried to deal with this.
No, I mean,
if this is not.
See, I hear what Anton's saying. But but social workers deal with people like that on a regular basis. Not with the knife. Once you got the knife, like if he already had, like if she called like, yo, this nigga got a knife, police. But if she called like, yo, this nigga crazy, he wilding out, call a social worker. At least a social worker with the police, let the social worker go in, the police stay backed up or whatever. And not only that, let me also say this. I'm trying to be objective. I'm definitely not a Democrat, but I'm not a Republican either, you know? And some of Mamdani's ideas sound crazy to me, but I would like him to I don't want him to fail. I want him to succeed for the people of New York. So what I'm saying is, this is a process that's going to take some time to develop. If he implements like social service workers or whatever, or counselors to come see people in crazy situations like this, you're gonna have to break some eggs. Some people to learn what normally happens. So what I'm saying is, Anton is saying, oh, so what you supposed to send a damn counselor to some man with a knife? Yeah, sometimes at first to see if they can talk them down. Once they find out they can't, they're like, okay. Normally, like 9 times out of 10, I know this sounds terrible. I'm not making, well, I kind of am. But what I'm saying, if they thinking normally, 9 times out of 10, when we send somebody in there, knifeless with their hands up, they don't get stabbed. But if you go if you send somebody gunless with their hands up, you know, they normally make it out good. But if you go gunless with your hands down, you got like a 50-50 chance. Now, if you're doing gunless but making a gun gesture, that's almost, you might as well have because forget it, man.
Delusion, agenda-driven. I want to defund the police and continue to do this nonsense. This is what y'all voted for. And this is why I say that people have to participate in local elections. Because you cannot under any circumstance sit here and tell me that it makes sense for people to advocate for this, considering what we just witnessed. And see, body cam footage is starting to, or it has been for a long time, it's working against the people that
they're going to learn how to do it.
Advocated for body cam footage to come on police officers, because now we get to judge for it for ourselves. And when we looking at this body cam footage for this situation and this shooting in New York, and it's kind of blowing up everywhere, and so I got to cover it, and we're going to talk about it on the Millionaire Morning Show. When we talk about this body cam footage, right, what is there to dispute? What makes it more complicated? What else is there to investigate? There shouldn't be anybody on the left or the right that disagree, A, with the police officer's actions, and B, we all can agree that nobody other than a police officer should have showed up at the door of those people.
Maybe not. I'm telling you, it's a profession. Listen, if psychiatrists and stuff don't know how to talk to crazy people, what we paying them for? What they go to school for? They know what to say to somebody that's tripping. This is the thing. Maybe they wear a suit. Maybe they wear a stab-proof jacket. You know what I mean? Tape a bunch of magazines. Some books and stuff on their chest. Hey, Orlando. Hey. What's this nigga name? Whatever his name was. Hey, man. Take it easy. You know what I'm saying? Sun's going down, big guy. Sun's going down. Like, I don't know what they go to school for. That should be the number one thing you learning, how to deal with crazies. That's their thing. So I'm not dismissing the idea that this officer his life was in danger. He had to do what he had to do. Absolutely, no doubt. I'm not dismissing that. I'm not discrediting that. I'm just saying maybe somebody could have talked to somebody. I don't know. I never seen them in action. They want to do it. I think you should give them a shot. All the counselors and all the matter of fact, you, Mamdani, you. You do it, Mamdani. It's all you, Mamdani. You go in there and you say what you gotta say. Like, look, man, hey. Chill the fuck out. Look.
He couldn't get control of him. The minute that he's seen the police officer, he grabs a knife, and Zohran Mamdani, still trying to push his liberal ways, are sitting there trying to convince us that, oh man, he just need a mental health counselor to come to his aid to calm him down. Get out of here, bro. No, we not playing that game. We not dealing with that at all.
Jabez needs mental health treatment, not criminal prosecution.
This is now Exhibit A in
You go
the
down
mayor's
there.
push to create a Department of Community Safety, shifting many crisis calls away from the police and
crazy.
toward mental health workers
This
instead.
is crazy.
As I've said, when there is a violent situation, such as with a weapon, NYPD will be on the scene.
If you're going to send only medical professionals there, understand that it's a changing dynamic. Quickly, they could pick up a weapon and charge at them. What are they going to do then?
It's a heavily criticized proposal, and there are still many questions about what it would.
They're gonna be more agile because they are, that should be part of your training. I think they need to rethink psychiatry. It should be another profession, honestly. Psychological crime fighting or something like that, They be good at talking and moving and karate and stuff. Not necessarily karate, jiu-jitsu and all that stuff. Need very mild-mannered MMA fighters. That's what the whole force will look like. Everybody got diesel thick necks that can wrestle you down, jiu-jitsu you. Sun's going down, big guy. Sun's going down.
Look like. The mayor says that's all the focus of internal conversations in developing this different approach. The family of the young man who survived says they called 911 for medical attention.
And they didn't even kill the young man. Listen,
They didn't?
They can call for medical.
Oh, man, we tripping. Like, he fine. Man, come on, man. This nigga all right.
Coochie, balls, drugs, luxury vehicles. Coochie, balls, drugs, luxury vehicles. Coochie, balls, drugs, luxury vehicles. Violence, 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 violence.
The family has since criticized the police response.
So they made the call. They said, damn, he's starting to break glass. Y'all know he be tripping. He breaking glass. Any other men in the house?
Violence, coochie, balls, drugs.
These kind of questions are going to be examined in this new course I'm talking about with the mild-mannered wrestling ass niggas that's going to come around your house if you get to tripping on a mental episode. These kind of questions are going to be asked. What they're going to judge your morality right here. Okay, so you get the call. The call is I got a schizophrenic son or nephew or whatever, and he is throwing glasses and tripping. What do you do? Like, damn. Right, like, yeah. If it's any men in the house, they need to this might be time for physical restraint. Like just a bear hug. Like how strong is the nearest guy? Can you sneak up on him until I get there? Okay, that might not be good. Is it a result of him not having his meds? If that is the case, it's probably still too late. It's not like he won't pop a pill and just shrink down like a werewolf turning unwerewolfed, turning back. You know what I mean? What do you do? What does protocol teach us? And what I'm saying is some people gonna have to, go through it to learn this stuff. You know what I mean? Some people had to learn to pump the chest to live. You know what I mean? Back in the days, niggas pass out. You just be like, damn, man, he died. Like, no CPR, no nothing. They didn't know. Why you pushing his chest? You trying to get his soul out? What are you doing? That can't help. You know? So it's got to be some trial and error. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. He came at police with a knife. This is from Anton Daniels / Fox News / a couple other places. Next story, mic check.